Once again, at the Montana Natural History Center's Science Shorts, we're going to take you to a really great place that maybe you've never heard of, but you definitely should check it out.
Welcome everybody! We are here at the Philip L. Wright Zoological Museum, and I'm here with curator Libby Beckman. Libby, can you tell us a little bit about the Philip L. Wright collection?
Yeah, so we have mammals and birds from all over the world and lots of animals and birds from Montana. And so one of the things that's really special about this place is that most of the specimens here have a date and a locality. And so that means that we can ask lots of different kinds of questions about populations and species and then worldwide diversity.
That's amazing. And who might use a collection like this?
Well, educators, but also researchers.
Can we check out some of these specimens in the collection?
Of course. We have a bunch of different finches here, including red crossbills. These are bird skins, which we use to study bird biology. However, in mammals, we use skulls. And so here at the Wright collection, we have a lot of mammal skulls as well.
Awesome. Let's go check some of those out.
I'm here with my friend and fellow naturalist, Stephanie Parker. Stephanie was also the curatorial assistant at the Philip L. Wright Zoological Museum in the past, and so she is going to help us check out some of these skulls. So this is a walrus skull from Alaska. So here are the big holes where the tusks would go, and here are the teeth. Now walrus teeth look very different than you might think of a land mammal's teeth looking, but walrus are predators and they eat clams and they eat fish. So here we can see that big front part of the walrus's face, and it's really heavy. And a lot of people might wonder, why is it so heavy since it's a sea creature? Well, walrus just have a ton of fat on them. And if they want to get all the way down to the bottom of the ocean where they can eat clams and dig them up, then they need to have some weight down there. So just like a scuba diver might put weights on their weight belt to get them down under the water, this guy has to have weight in his bones. So he's an underwater creature with very heavy bones to stay down at the bottom. This is another animal with a really interesting skull. These are 9-banded armadillos. And armadillos eat ants and other insects. If you look at an armadillo skull, they don't have any incisors or canines in the front. They just have space for that tongue to go. And in the back, they have some molars.
If you think of something like an omnivore, they have molars in the back so they can grind up food, and they have sharp teeth in the front so they can bite down. So an armadillo doesn't have those sharp teeth in the front, and they don't have grinding teeth in the back. All their teeth look like these little pegs coming right out of their jaw.
Because they're pretty much just sucking up and sucking down ants all day long, so they don't need those grinding teeth for that either. So this skull is one of my favorite ones in the collection because it's so weird looking to me. This is the skull of a pilot whale, and it's actually sort of different than the walrus skull that we looked at earlier. The walrus skull is really, really heavy and blocky, and sort of if you really imagined, you could see that walrus there. But it'd be hard to see a whale when you imagine it here. Well, whales have a special organ on their forehead called a spermaceti, and it helps them with echolocation. So it's got this big thing of basically fat that sits right on top of its forehead. And that's why its skull has to be concave like that, so that they can have that big dome of fat right there. Another really cool thing about whale skulls is in their bottom jaw, which you might expect to be really heavy. But actually, they're very light, and in fact, they're pretty much hollow. Scientists think that that helps them again with echolocation, because your jawbone directs a lot of vibrations up to your ears, and same thing in whales. And so they can have all sorts of nerves and other things running through there rather than the bone. And that helps them with hearing sounds far, far under the ocean for a long way.